Today I'm gonna be showing you one of the best free-to-play games available on the Geforce Now platform, the Apex Legends. There are a lot of free-to-play titles on the platform, like Rogue Company, which is also a great shooter with kind of a CSGO vibe. Then there is Hyperscape by Ubisoft, and of course Fortnite by Epic. In order to play these games, you will have to create an account for the Geforce Now service, which is either free or you can choose to subscribe for around $5. And then you will also need to create an account for the specific store such as Steam, Epic, Uplay, or Origin, and add the free-to-play game to your account. The only downside of playing on Geforce Now for free is when you launch a game, you will have to wait before your game launches. And the wait can be anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes depending on your location and the time of day. Now, because I do have a couple of devices available to me which can run the Geforce Now app, I thought in addition to showing some gameplay footage, I would also give you my impression of how the service performs on each of them. First one being the Huawei Honor 8, representing kind of the old Android device category, and then the LG V50 representing the newer Android devices, and I will throw the iPhone XS into the mix as well, since Geforce Now is also available on iOS now. So here we have the footage from the Huawei Honor 8, which is roughly a 4-year-old smartphone. Its battery is completely shot, it's no longer usable as a phone, but if I keep it connected to the charger, it can still run just fine. It does have Bluetooth and 5 GHz Wi-Fi, which is a requirement for playing games from the cloud, so it handles a Bluetooth controller connection while simultaneously streaming Geforce Now with ease, which is pretty amazing for such an old device. Now my internet connection is very good. The speeds I was getting with this phone were around 200 megabits over Wi-Fi, and when it launched, the Honor 8 had almost 100,000 points in Antutu, I think. Now, as you can see, the device actually performs very well. Apologies for the sound though, as I had no means of recording the audio output of the device other than my camera. The quality of the gameplay, however, was surprisingly good. I was very impressed with how playable a fast-paced shooter like Apex Legends is on such an old device. You might not be able to tell from the footage, but looking at the phone screen during gameplay, I would say it actually ran at almost perfect 60 FPS, except for a couple of small dips and lags. The reason I included Honor 8 in this comparison is just to show you don't really need a flagship device to have a good gaming experience on these cloud gaming services. As you can see, it actually works very well as long as you have a fast, stable internet connection. The gameplay on the LG is absolutely smooth, no dips in performance or visual quality as far as I could tell. It is a more recent, more powerful Android device. It has the Snapdragon 855 processor, which is a flagship processor that's about a year old. As expected, the performance and visual quality is better than on the Honor 8 across the board. I would say if you want a console-like experience but don't want to spend the $400 or so for a console or a gaming PC, this, in my opinion, is an amazing option for casual gaming like I do. For comparison, the measured download speed of the LG V50 on my 5 GHz Wi-Fi was almost double than that of the Honor 8, roughly at 350 megabits per second, and the score on Antutu was around 400,000 the last time I checked. So I think most people probably already own a very capable smartphone, but if you don't, you can just go to Best Buy or any electronics store and check out their open box or refurbished section. They usually have a ton of older flagships for a discounted price. That's actually how I bought the LG V50. It cost me around $300 when it was still being sold at about $750 new, depending on the carrier. And for the purpose of sort of a portable cloud gaming console, it fulfills that role very well. What I love about Geforce Now is even with the monthly subscription, it's actually very cheap. And as for games to buy, you can always take advantage of the sales on Uplay, Origin, the Epic Store, or Steam, which usually have very good sales, and they're usually a lot better than on consoles or Stadia. As you can see, even with an online multiplayer shooter like Apex Legends, a device like the LG V50 offers an absolutely great gaming experience. Now lastly, for the iPhone XS, one of the things that will deter a lot of people, including me, from playing on the iPhone is there's no way how to play on a bigger screen. As you've seen in my previous video, the Lightning to HDMI adapter can't be used for this purpose, unlike with the LG, which supports external displays over USB-C. So for me, although the iPhone has amazing performance for streaming over Geforce Now, I could not get used to the tiny screen. It's less than 6 inches, and at a certain point everything is just way too small. Like when you want to aim or zoom or shoot into the distance in Apex, it just makes it almost impossible to even hit anything. That's how small everything appears on the screen. Other than that, the gameplay experience was basically the same as the LG V50. They have the same Wi-Fi speeds and roughly the same score in Antutu, so no problem there. It ran smooth at around 60 FPS. It was very enjoyable. Another downside for me is once you plug your iPhone into a charger, there is no way how to get audio from it unless you buy another adapter from Apple, except over Bluetooth, which isn't ideal as you're already working the wireless chip in the iPhone really hard by streaming over Wi-Fi and having a Bluetooth controller connected. Thankfully though, Apple never skims on the speakers in their phones, so with the iPhone XS you actually get loud, very good sound and stereo, which is great for games like Apex Legends. So I would not recommend this, obviously. Maybe an iPad would be a lot better. They have amazing screens, great speakers as well. I'm sure you would have a much better gaming experience on one of those. Other than that, playing on the iPhone is just fine, no problems whatsoever in terms of performance. Just the screen is a little bit too small, but that depends on your preference, I guess. All in all, I just wanted to demonstrate how easy it is to get to cloud gaming on your mobile device. Doesn't matter if you have an old Android or an iOS device, it works very well, which I personally am very happy about. It really makes me feel like we live in the future in a sense, when all you need in terms of a computing device you're already carrying in your pocket. That's just amazing to me. So if you have a decent internet, decent router, go to Nvidia's website, sign up for Geforce Now. It's really fun, it's well worth a try in my opinion, and most importantly there's free games for you to play. So yeah, thank you for watching, and keep a lookout, there will be more videos coming very soon.